Hello, Pauper fans. I'm Mathonical. You're joining me for a game with Inside Millout. And our opening hand looks pretty good. It's a little risky. We do need our second land. We've got a Brainstorm to get there, so let's see how it goes. First turn is going to be pretty simple. We're just going to play our land. We're going to pass. We've got the decision to make whether to play the Brainstorm on their turn or draw on Brainstorm. I decided to go for the draw on Brainstorm, and we ended up drawing the land anyways, so we can just start getting these erasures down. We are against Burn, which is probably our worst matchup. And if any hand can beat them with Turbo Mill, this is probably it. We've got multiple Jace's Erasures. All we have to do is hope that they don't have the Burn Nuts and they stumble for a turn. We might be able to get there. So we're just going to go ahead and get out all of the Erasures. We're going to start milling them as much as possible using the Gush so that we can play a land, get a Brainstorm going. And it's very likely, especially if we manage to draw like another Gush, that we might be able to mill them out next turn with a Whirlpool Rider. It'd be kind of close. But at the very least, we do have a Brainstorm, so we'll just have to see how it goes. We are getting pretty low on the life total, so we're going to have to see what our opponent has, and we may just be dead here. So we don't even get a chance to try and Turbo Mill them out. So very unfortunate. Fastest hand we could possibly get with Turbo Mill is not enough. That's why this matchup is probably our worst. So what we're going to do, we're going to switch over our sideboard plan. I forgot to grab a screenshot, so I'll grab that for future games. But what we're going to do is bring in our entire tribe combo in, and then we're going to bring out our entire Turbo Mill out, as well as most of our fog effects. We're going to leave in the Dawn Charms simply because they can counter their spells that are going at our face. So it might come up to be relevant. Anyway, let's take a look at our opening hand, and let's hope for something really explosive. And this looks pretty good to me. We're going to be able to get a turn 2 tribe online and possibly just go for the turn 3 win. We got a Dawn Charm too if things go terribly wrong, but let's hope it doesn't come to that. Maybe this is enough. Let's find out. Alright, Suspended Rift Bolt, that's fine. Let's just get our tribe online. We would really like to be able to hold up some kind of counter magic, so that way we don't get destroyed when we try and go all in on the tribe, but if they tap out, we more or less have to go for it. A bit of counter magic would be really nice. Dispel. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead. We still don't have, technically, the ability to play around anything, so we're just going to go for it. If they decide to sack both their mountains and kill our tribe, then albeit to them, they have no lands, but thankfully it was just enough. So that is how we somehow sneak out games against Burn. Let's try it one more time. So sideboard, we're not going to change anything. We know exactly what we're doing. We're here to play tribe, and hopefully it's good enough. So we've got tribe. We don't have a plains, but we've got some ways to dig for it, so we are keeping this. Alright, Suspended Rift Bolt, makes sense. We're going to go ahead, and we do want that inside out, so we're going to put that into our hand. We still need to find our white source. So here, we're just going to go ahead, and when we use the Preordain, we could have played a Augur to block the Lava Runner. But in my opinion, that's just kind of giving them the opportunity to possibly play a Searing Blaze, and it's just 2 damage. To be honest, if they have the win, they're going to beat us whether that 2 damage comes in or not. So what we have to do is play that Preordain, hope for a white source, which we did end up finding. We're going to make sure we get that white source online, and next turn, we're going to hope that tribe is able to do some work for us. Let's see if it happens. Getting Chain Lightning to make sense. Yeah, we're down to 6, so things are looking pretty sketchy. We're going to get our white source, and here we're going to start thinking about it. We're obviously going to play the island, and we're going to play the tribe. That much is a given. But now, we could either play the Augur of Bolas to get a free block on the Lava Runner. In my opinion, that is a losing proposition. The chances of them having 2 spells that kill us is extremely likely, so instead we need to keep up this Muddle the Mixture and hope they attack, and we'll see if that works. Alright, so in they come. We absolutely must block. I don't want to give them too many options. And we're just going to discard one of our augurs. They're clogging our hand. So let's see what happens. Sure enough, there's the Searing Blaze that we were worried about. If we had played Augur of Bolas, we would be essentially dead here. So Yeah, we're just gonna muddle the mixture. There is the possibility that they have some like a 1 mana, 3 damage plus a fire blast, but to be honest, if they have those things, we're probably dead anyways. So we're gonna go ahead and counter this Searing Blaze. Stops 3 damage to us and makes us not need to discard another card. And so from here, once again, we can go for lethal. We're gonna have to try because I highly doubt we're surviving another turn. So what we can do is play the Augur. Actually, what I ended up doing was deciding to not go for it. I assumed that they must have at least something that could kill the tribe here. So instead, I'm going to play the Augur, gives us the free block, and we're going to dig for counter magic, since we do have the ability to attack through a blocker. Whether this is correct or not, it's unknown, but we do have the Dawn Charm for sure to counter something. So this is the safer play, the less greedy play. We do find counter magic, so we're setting ourselves up quite nicely for next turn. We do need to play the land, so here we have the Dawn Charm to prevent ourselves from dying. We'll chip in for damage, because we might as well. And things, we'll see how it goes. Curse, that doesn't kill us immediately, so we're fine with that. And they pass, so this is looking pretty good. We would really like to find some way of drawing more cards, because right now we would have to discard 5 cards, which does not leave us anything. But I don't want to wait much more time. But I ended up waiting for one more turn. It's like on the edge. I really would like to play around one removal spell. So here they play a Thermal Alchemist, this is fine. Means we're not dying this turn, and we can use an Inside Out, cycle it on the Thermal Alchemist. We're going to have 6 cards as well, so we definitely have the ability to play around a removal spell. So it doesn't even matter what we draw here, we already have everything. So they're going to go for the Fire Blast, they're looking for the win. Good thing we were playing around something. And here we can go ahead and use the Dawn Charm. They have 1 card left in hand, and my guess is it's a Pyroblast. In this circumstance, they've got the 1 red. If they're using it now, they think they have the win lined up. They're probably expecting us to use either a Dispel or some sort of counterspell here, like a Circular Logic. And that would normally, with a Pyroblast backup, be good enough. But this is where Dawn Charm, being white, is absolutely amazing. We're going to be able to counter that. And my assumption is that last card is a Pyroblast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for it, because I do have the Circular Logic to protect it. Of course, they do know about the Circular Logic, which is why they make the play. We're going to go ahead and use it Inside Out. We really want a Gush. We didn't find it, but we're going to go for it anyways. They used their 1 spell. I'm reasonably sure that they don't have anything other than a Pyroblast, so we're just going to discard everything. And it was good enough. Had to get extremely lucky. Had to play extremely safe for a couple turns there, and it was extremely close. But that is the only way I've managed to beat Burn. I've played against Burn a number of times, trying out this deck and trying to make it better, and this is the only time I've beat it. So, just to give everyone the heads up, Burn, you're almost guaranteed to lose, but this is the way you can try and beat them. Thanks for watching, and join me in the next one.